Every 2 weeks, without fail, someone deposits money into your bank account. They don't ask how you're feeling. They don't ask if you're inspired. They just send the money and expect you to show up again tomorrow. Most people never question this arrangement. It feels normal, routine, almost invisible. But that's where the first mistake happens. Because that money isn't just a paycheck. It's funding. Whether you realize it or not, the person paying you is not just an employer. They are the most consistent investor you will ever have. And yet, most people treat this investor like an ATM. Withdraw, spend, repeat. They never ask what the money is supposed to build. They never ask what the long-term strategy is. Ironically, people say they want financial freedom while completely misusing the very capital meant to create it. If you feel stuck, exhausted, or behind, it's probably not because you're lazy. It's because you were never taught how this game actually works. This video is not about working harder. It's not about quitting your job. And it's definitely not about chasing overnight success. It's about seeing your job for what it really is and using it the way the system quietly rewards those who understand it. For over a decade, I've watched ordinary people build extraordinary wealth without doing anything flashy. They didn't go viral. They didn't gamble on trends. They didn't quit their jobs dramatically. They understood one simple idea. A job is not the destination. A job is the funding source. In business, nothing grows without capital. But individuals rarely see themselves as businesses. You have cash flow. You have operating costs. You have growth potential. You are an economic entity. Every paycheck you receive is not a reward. It's seed funding for your future self. The tragedy is that most people consume their seed funding before it ever has a chance to grow. Imagine a startup that spends every investment round on lifestyle upgrades. That company doesn't fail from lack of money. It fails from misuse of money. That's what happens to most workers, not underpaid, just strategically blind. And the blindness starts with ignoring the easiest money you'll ever be offered. Let's talk about something boring on the surface, but brutal in impact: the 401k match. Your company says, for every dollar you contribute, we'll add $1 of our own. That is a guaranteed 100% return, instantly, no market risk. There is no legal investment in the world that promises that kind of return. And yet, millions of people walk away from it every year. They say, I can't afford to invest right now. What they're really saying is, I'm turning down free money because I'm trying to make money. Skipping the match doesn't just cost you today's dollars. It costs you decades of compound growth. And that's just the first layer. The system goes much deeper. Because the most powerful account in the entire structure is often misunderstood. The health savings account is not a healthcare tool. It's a wealth-building tool. Money goes in pre-tax. It grows tax-free. And if used correctly, it comes out tax-free. 3 layers of tax advantage, almost unheard of. Yet, most people treat it like a checking account for Band-Aids and co-pays. That's like using a vault to store loose change. The real strategy is simple. Max it out. Don't touch it. Let time do the work. Decades later, You're sitting on tax-free money, while everyone else is negotiating with the IRS. And this isn't the only hidden grant inside your job. Education reimbursement is another one. Money for skills you get to keep forever. When a company pays for your education, it's not charity, it's investment. But here's the part people miss. The skills are portable. You take them with you wherever you go. If your company offers $5,000 a year and you don't use it, that's not neutral. That's a loss. Over 5 years, that's $25,000 in vanished opportunity. Then there's infrastructure, software licenses, training platforms, industry events. Individually, these would cost thousands. At work, they're quietly available. Every tool you master increases your market value. You're not just doing a job, you're upgrading an asset. A steady paycheck buys something more valuable than cash. It buys credibility. Banks trust you, lenders approve you, risk becomes cheaper. Stability gives you runway. It allows mistakes that don't destroy you. It allows long-term thinking. This is why successful people don't rush the exit. They build assets quietly until the job becomes optional. That's when the power dynamic flips. Most people want freedom immediately. But freedom is delayed gratification made visible. It's discipline without applause. It's boring consistency. Wealth looks unimpressive on the way up, until it suddenly isn't. Assets begin working harder than you do. Choices multiply. Fear decreases. Dependence disappears. Freedom is not hating your job. Freedom is not needing it. Your job was never the enemy. Ignorance was. Your biggest investor has been funding you for years. The only question is what you built with the money. Don't quit because you're tired. Quit when the numbers protect you. Build quietly. And let freedom arrive as a consequence, not an escape.